The lake shimmered under the late afternoon sun, its surface a mirror of peace until Karen's voice shattered it. "That dock is an eyesore. It's illegal, and I'm calling 911. She screeched, phone pressed to her ear, her face twisted with righteous fury. I stood on my property, arms crossed, watching her performance. Neighbors peeked from their porches, drawn by the commotion. Karen, the HOA's self-appointed enforcer, had been hounding me for weeks about my new dock. She claimed it violated some obscure rule she'd dug up, but I'd had enough. Little did she know, I wasn't just a homeowner, I was the county's lake permit coordinator. Karen's call brought a sheriff's deputy within minutes, his cruiser kicking up gravel as he arrived. She pointed at my dock, a sturdy wooden structure I'd built with my own hands, and launched into a tirade about property values and community standards. The deputy, a grizzled man named Tom, listened patiently, though I caught the faintest smirk. I stepped forward, my voice calm but firm. "Deputy, I've got the permit right here." I handed him the crisp document, stamped and signed by me. Karen's eyes widened, her mouth opening and closing like a fish out of water. The truth hit her like a wave. I wasn't just some rebellious neighbor. I was the one who approved every dock on this lake. Her complaint was dead on arrival. But Karen wasn't one to back down. She doubled down, her voice rising to a near hysterical pitch. "This is a conspiracy. You're abusing your power," she accused, jabbing a finger at me. The crowd of neighbors grew, their murmurs a mix of amusement and disbelief. Then, an unexpected figure emerged from the group. Mrs. Delaney, a quiet widow who rarely spoke at HOA meetings. She held up her phone, her hands trembling but her voice steady. "Karen, you've been dumping trash into the lake at night. I've got video." The crowd gasped. Mrs. Delaney, the unlikeliest whistleblower, had caught Karen red-handed, tossing bags of garbage from her backyard to avoid the HOA's waste fees. The twist stung Karen. The rule enforcer was the real lawbreaker. The confrontation escalated as Karen's face turned crimson. She lunged toward Mrs. Delaney, shouting, "You're lying. That's fake." But Deputy Tom stepped between them, his hand raised. "Ma'am, I'll need to see that video," he said, his tone leaving no room for argument. Mrs. Delaney handed over her phone, and the grainy footage played. Karen, unmistakable in her bright pink tracksuit, heaving bags into the lake under cover of darkness. The neighbors' murmurs turned to outrage. Karen's authority, built on years of bullying and complaints, crumbled before their eyes. I felt a surge of vindication, but also pity brought this on herself. Karen's downfall was swift. The deputy issued her a citation for illegal dumping, a hefty $2,000 fine that left her sputtering. The HOA board, alerted by the commotion, convened an emergency meeting that night. Karen's reign as president ended in a unanimous vote to remove her. Neighbors who'd once cowered under her threats now spoke up, sharing stories of her petty tyranny, fining one for a slightly overgrown lawn, threatening another over a mailbox color. As the meeting ended, Mrs. Delaney approached me, her eyes bright with a newfound courage. "I've been watching her for months," she whispered. "I just needed the right moment." I squeezed her hand, grateful for her bravery. The lake, once a battleground, felt peaceful again. Standing on my dock the next morning, I watched the sunrise paint the water gold. Karen's house was quiet. Her car gone. Rumor had it she was visiting family out of town. The neighborhood felt lighter, as if a storm had passed. I thought about how one person's need for control could ripple out, causing so much harm, and how one quiet voice could change everything. Mrs. Delaney's courage reminded me that standing up, even when it's hard, can shift the tide. The lake was ours again, a shared space for everyone, not just one woman's ego. I hoped Karen would learn from this, but more than that, I hoped we'd all remember the power of truth. What do you think, was Karen's punishment fair, or should she have faced more consequences? Share your thoughts.